In this video, I'm gonna take you through scenes and building a song inside the program. I'm gonna cover all the basics of what you need to know to get up and running right away to make your track. Scenes are a collection of your sample, drum, and instrument sequences. They are a vertical slice of your song. For example, intro, main beat, chorus, or outro for your song. Each sample, drum, or instrument deck that you add will have a sequence belonging to each scene. The scene player gives you options to add drums, samples, or instruments. When you click on any of those tabs, you'll be given a blank deck that you can use to populate with drums, audio samples, or instruments. If you want to solo the deck, hold down Shift and the mute speaker icon will turn into an S. For each of the decks, you will see a speaker icon next to the name of the deck. The speaker icon is for mute. You can also change the size of the grid for the note recording, and you can also clear all notes if needed. Please note that mute is not scene specific, so if you have a deck with mute on in one scene, it will be mute in the other scenes too. All scenes are 1 bar by default. It is possible to expand the scenes up to 4 bars. At the top of the sequencer, there's a tab to increase or decrease the number of bars. When you increase the number of bars, the notes for each of the decks that you have in the scene will duplicate. Once duplicated, you can go to each bar to make no changes. Scenes can make up sections of a song. For example, scene 1 by default is the intro for the song. You will see the scene pads underneath the sequencer player section. To add additional scenes, you can click on an empty slot and you'll be given 2 options. The first option is copy, which will allow you to copy the previous scene that you're working with. The second option is empty, which will give you an empty scene to start adding in decks of your choice without any previously written notes. As you make new scenes for parts of the song, like verse, chorus, bridge, breakdown, drop, or outro, you can double-click on the scene to rename it to whatever part of the song that it is. To expand the view of the deck sequencer, click the Collapse Deck button in between the drum, sample, or instrument deck and the sequencer to see the sequencer in a wider view. The drum, sample, or instrument deck will disappear when the sequencer is made wider. To return back to the original view with the drum, sample, or instrument deck and the sequencer, click the Expand button at the left of the expanded sequencer. Once you have all your scenes created, you can then create a song in Song View. To get to Song View, click the tab at the right of the library. Once in Song View, you can click and drag the scenes to drop them into the timeline of the Song View. As you start to populate the song view, you can zoom in and out on the timeline. In the top right corner of the song view, there are zoom in and zoom out buttons that will allow you to zoom. To play the song, press the play tab. Pressing it a second time will stop the music. You can also move the playhead along the timeline to play the song from a specific point. Song structure is generally repeated in 4, 8, 16, and 32 bar phrases, depending on the style of music that you're making. For example, with most hip-hop songs, the intro is generally 8 bars, the verses are generally 16 bars, the chorus is generally 8 bars, and the outro, again, is generally 8 bars. These numbers can generally be doubled for house music and other styles of dance music. Once you have the completed song in Song View, you can go to File to export the song. The song will be exported as a 44.1 kilohertz WAV file. That's how you make scenes and build a song inside of Serato Studio. Please have fun creating music. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the Serato Studio beta forum area.